It is what it is. She said, wait a few years. Girl, I am 30.
What? That's right.
We said our bodies are changing.
We're going to get into... Oh, hold that thought. Because we're going to get into that.
That is redistributing.
Welcome back to another episode of The Least Favored. I am Natalie.
I'm Tony.
Yes, and we have a very... This is going to be a very reflective episode. Every episode is reflective. But this is really on us, right? So let's start with the word from the bowl. What topic from the bowl?
Mix it up.
Why is there a purple one in here? I don't know.
It just didn't match with the other.
Okay, gotcha.
It matched more with topic for the bowl.
Okay, I want it good. Juicy. Who knows? All right, let's see.
I do not remember.
We wrote a lot, though. We covered for a while.
Good.
Okay. What's your favorite dessert? Oh, this is
Okay.
Is it easy, though? I have to. I love that we're talking about dessert for the next topic. My favorite dessert is apple pie with vanilla ice cream, but it's also tres leche. I love tres leche. It might be the tres leche, actually. How about you?
Anything sweet. But you know, like my menu is not that long because I can't have milk and eggs. So I don't eat cookies.
Tony's
or
allergic
ice
to milk and
cream.
eggs. No, she's not lactose intolerant.
Thank you.
She's just allergic to milk and eggs.
You know what? I appreciate you.
No, because, I'm tired of people asking you that question.
This is my life. This is my life.
Every time Tony says I'm allergic
Just
to milk
so y'all
and
know,
eggs.
there is a significant difference between being completely allergic to milk and having the shits when you drink milk. You just get lactate milk.
Right.
That's it.
You can't even have lactate milk.
Right. I just should not drink milk at all. But
Right.
anyway, let me think. I don't know anything sweet like.
I mean, you said when we were younger, you used to have the sorbet ice cream. You like it?
Yeah. I still like those.
I know. I still never had that.
those.
Still never had it because I
You
can have
never had
regular ice cream. So it's like,
So what? That's not real ice cream?
no,
Fuck you, bitch.
that's like a fruit, whatever.
And this whole
What?
vegan.
For old people.
Sorbet is for old people. See,
You know what, yeah.
in this vegan, what were we gonna say? In this, vegan,
new vegan movement world that we live in, you mean to tell
Right.
me you still haven't tried?
All right, give me a flavor. I'm gonna try it soon. Give me your favorite flavor.
But now the flavors have gone above and beyond.
Oh, really?
They have cookies and cream and all
There's
that.
variety.
No, because before it was just like fruity shit.
That's
Raspberry.
what- yeah.
That's a lot of people not interested in that. But now they have vegan cookies and cream.
Okay, so I'll
So
try it.
I'll be fucking with that. It's the same shit.
I'll try. It's the same shit.
the
And
same shit.
no, but it is the same because what I have noticed is as I'm getting older, I cannot fuck with a lot of shit no more, dairy wise. So a vegan ice cream might not be a terrible option for me. I've had vegan milkshakes before and delicious. And you
There
don't
you
feel
go.
no pain or nothing. Like you just good. You know what the cramping be crazy.
I don't know, but you know what? Good
Even
for
what I
you.
realized recently, I cannot eat pizza no more. Because pizza fucks with my stomach OD now.
die.
The gas, and I know this isn't like the sexiest thing to... It's not the sexiest thing to talk about, but it's real. Like, the gas be crazy. What are you making that face for?
You act like you didn't fart like 2 seconds ago.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about
He
that.
farted 2 seconds ago? I didn't hear it.
I did
Put his
fart.
business on
No,
blast.
I was just saying. I was just like, you
okay.
know, like everyone farts. I wasn't saying
No,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
farted, but
You
what do you think?
remember you bought vegan Ben and Jerry's one time?
I did.
Or like it was like it was weird.
On
some
purpose?
Shit, like just to try that shit to be like healthier. That shit was
And you like-
disgusting. It was-
Did I like
It was
it?
bad.
Hell no, because I
What
love Chunky
flavor was
Monkey.
it,
I love
though?
Chunky Monkey. We got the Chunky Monkey version.
Oh, but you can't
It was
pick
bad?
the ones that's like equipped, you know.
Honestly, whatever.
Terrible.
Because when you go to, all right, I don't know what we're talking about, but when you go to like those frozen yogurt places, they have like the vegan yogurt, and that shit is mad good. It's like it's still cold and creamy, and like I don't really notice the difference. I'm just saying. I guess you're right. You don't
got
really
that
notice
one,
the
right? Okay.
cold and creamy.
Why?
That is not
What-
sexual.
So the vegan one is not cold? Bitch.
I'm just still trying to relate it to regular ice cream.
Yeah, it be
like-
melted. You know,
It
the
be-
vegan sorbet be mad.
Yo, fuck both of
liquidy.
y'all. I was trying to make... I'm on your side. He's the one shitting on it. You know what? We moving on. Next fucking topic. I already got time for this. Y'all annoying.
You setting yourself up.
I don't. I really don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Cold and creamy.
Speaking of eating and desserts, which I need to stop eating, Because, all right, so I wanted to talk about this with you. Went for the drink, and I was like, extra calories, maybe not. All right. The other day, I was cleaning out my closet, and I threw out like 6 bags of clothes.
Why?
Because I wanted to just reorganize. Like I told you, I'm trying to change my style up. I want to get new clothes. But then also, I realized I was holding on to clothes that I knew I wasn't going to fit into again. Like, I was just like, why am I holding on to a pair of jeans that have not gone past my thighs in 2 years?
Damn.
What am I really holding on to this for? Skirts that were way too short because at one time I had maybe like skinnier hips or like, you know, a smaller butt, so it wasn't going up as much. It's over for that now. A lot of the ain't no crop tops in my closet no more, bitch. I got rid of all those shits. It's a dub. Like, I'm like, you saw the last episode. I had the flowy shirt. It's all about the flowy clothing now. Like, even this dress is snug. So it's like,
she be sharing on herself.
No, it's not even that. And somebody told me, they were like, you like too hard on yourself. Yeah. Your body's fine. And I get that. But I want to talk specifically. The reason why I am hard on myself is because I think I have an issue with letting go of how I used to look. Because I just got this body now. Like, I feel like when I was 28, I was still pretty slim. The clothes that I had thrown out was fitting me before.
Listen,
my body wasn't as...
kick in.
The 30 body?
Yo, let me tell you. Bitch. Don't nobody tell you that part. Yo. They talk about it, but let me tell you. What?
I'm drinking for
that.
The
lifestyle changes that a bitch has had to make. Oh, we gotta talk about it.
I'm just like,
look at your birthday outfit from 30 to 31.
Oh,
what you mean, from 30 to 31?
Your 31st birthday outfit compared to your 30th birthday outfit.
No, my 30th birthday outfit was all right. It was revealing, but it was good. But I'm saying, like, my 28-year-old outfit, I'm not wearing that shit now because it don't fit. It doesn't fit. It's too tight. And my thing is just, like, again, letting that image go. And I got a little sad. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm like, damn, like, these are all clothes that I felt like, okay, eventually I'll fit into this again. I'll work out. I'll lose the weight. I'm working out. I'm not losing the weight. And it's just like, I am trying to just embrace this new body, but it has been difficult. And nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
I wasn't warned. I was more warned, like they say, when you have kids, your body changes.
I was just thinking, I'm like, we're going to talk about that shit, girl. Let me tell you.
No, okay? Go ahead. Talk your shit.
So I didn't realize how small I was, like, before I had Cairo. Like, jeans-wise and all that. Like, size 4 to 6 jeans.
Wow.
And all this shit.
I
was like, right. Even the shirts. Like, I always had titties, but it wasn't that crazy. And then I lost, after I had Cairo, I was even smaller than what I was before I was pregnant. Then with Kion, oh, God bless. I don't know who she is. She's a different woman now. Thickums?
But you see, to me, and I think we be our worst critics, because you look, to me, this is your pre-baby body. Is it not?
No.
You never look big to me.
But you just
see,
me.
Right,
Yeah,
but you see yourself differently.
So let me put numbers. When we put numbers, okay. Pre-Cairo, that's my first. I was like 140. After Cairo, 130s. Okay. Right. After Kion, I went as high as like 175, 180.
Really?
Yes. And now it's like a 140, 150.
Okay.
Mostly 150-ish.
Okay.
But still, that's like, it's a big, difference.
So how does that make you feel?
I mean, honestly, I loved myself. When I was pregnant, I'd be talking shit, but I felt good in my pregnant body. And I had a really good pregnancy, so I was blessed that I wasn't like, I have friends that they get the hyperpigmentation. They get dark, like literally black neck.
How does that, can we talk about that? How does that happen? Why does that happen?
No, it just happens. It's hormones.
Okay.
It's just everything's out of whack and it just happens. Some people get back to how their skin was, but some people don't. So it's just, I didn't have any of that. Like, even my stretch marks are like very minimal.
Yeah.
Like, it's not crazy. Like, it's something I could live with. So, I mean, I don't want to complain because people got it crazy. Like, people got it worse than me, but it was a transition. Like, I want to say it took up until Kion is 2. So it took probably up until like he was like, after he turned 1, when I finally was like, damn, bitch, you ain't never gonna fit that shit. Throw it out. Throw it the fuck out. Cause with Cairo, I was able to go back to my clothes. But with Kion, I never went back. I was just kind of.
Yeah.
But it's you know, you really gotta, honestly, once in a while, you just gotta be butt naked and stare at yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? You look the fuck good, bitch. That's it. That's it.
No, yeah.
You gotta get real familiar. Like, I'm telling you, like... struggling. She's struggling.
I'm struggling a little bit because it's just a new change, and I just feel like I am being like hard on myself with it. And yeah, my worry is too is like, well, I'm just trying to monitor it because I know people who don't even have kids and they're already like, yeah, and that's what I'm also trying to avoid too, because you know, if I decide down the line that I want kids, I don't already want to be like 180. And then have a baby and then be like 250. Like, I don't know. I just think about shit like that. And then, yeah, it's just a transition. But that's it. I wanted to get a man's perspective on this, though. How do you feel about your body changing now that you're into your late 30s, almost 40s?
I don't think men think about it too much unless we try to go play like basketball or something. We try to play ourselves. That's when it's like, yo.
I've heard that a lot.
When we go try to do something that we used to do easily, that's when we like, nah, we gotta like. I was just talking about this shit the other day with my cousin. We was both asking each other like, yo, when's the last one we hit basketball? It's like, bro, we got like one good game in us. Like one. That's it.
Nah, that's a fact though. Niggas really used to go hard. Like I would be in the court all for hours.
They not going. They pulling shit now. They pulling a muscle.
Sweating now.
Yo, if I go try to ball right now, play like a game, I'm out of commission for like.
It's over.
I'm out of commission for like 2 days. I need days off. Like I gotta go when I know I have back-to-back days off so I can recover in time for work.
But you know what? That would even fuck with me too. Because now that you bring that up, I think about how I work out now, right? So I started Orange Theory. If you don't know what Orange Theory is, it's like an hour long, like just cardio, straight up hit cardio, whatever. I am keeping up. I'm surpassing people in the class. And I'm heavier now. When I was younger, I wasn't in shape like that.
And you wasn't.
So sometimes we even get caught up with the number on the scale. Like that means something. But it's like the way I was sprinting today, I'm like, yo, I could even go faster tomorrow when I go. And it's like that even fucks with me too. Because like, yo, I am going hard, but I just don't see the difference in my body.
Well,
so it's just
there's being like, so with sports is in game shape versus just being in shape. Like you see professional athletes get hurt all the time. They're still an amazing physical, like their bodies look amazing. They go out on the court or the field and try to play and they're fucking dying because they're not in game shape. So even though your body may not be what it is, you've still been working out. So you're in game shape. So that's where the difference is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what happens why like someone like me who hasn't played in so long, if I try to go play, it's like, fuck, I'm dying because I'm not in game shape.
That makes sense. Yeah, whatever. Just give ourselves some grace, especially for me. I'm talking to me right now. Give myself some grace. I'll be fine.
Give yourself some grace, Natalie.
But men do feel that like when we try to like, when you'll see like in movies, they always like the man is trying to go to a wedding or like his high school reunion. He tries to throw on a suit and it's like, oh shit.
Fitting.
Yeah, like around the midsection area, shit happens, you know? Get a larger shirt.
That's
I'm
it.
not saying
jacket.
we shouldn't care about how we look, because if how we look makes us a little bit more happy, then we should care.
Oh, I'm always care.
Right.
I'm not gonna
but
stop
I'm
caring.
saying like you should definitely focus more as we're getting with age on how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And are you actually healthy? Because that's one thing I could say. I've never been too obsessed with the scale. I've just been obsessed with like where the fat is. That's it. Like how it's distributed.
Yeah.
I've never been to, because at my prime, like Lehman, when I played softball, a bitch was heavy. I was heavy. I was heavy, but it's because my legs.
You had brolic ass legs.
My legs was crazy.
Yeah.
So I was actually like around this weight when I was in playing college softball, but it was just completely different. Like my stomach was completely flat. I didn't have like this size boobs, but my legs was crazy.
Your legs were crazy.
So,
I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Muscle weighs more than fat.
We gonna get it. And I'm also
get to it.
We gonna get to it. And also what I did want to talk about is real quick, I am gonna get cool sculpting done and I'm gonna like document that.
I've heard a lot of
I'm gonna get it done. You guys are gonna be part of the journey. I don't care about talking about it. I don't give a fuck. I have no shame in it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get it done on my double chin and my arms.
Have you ever heard of the not to cut you off though?
Girl, I need to download the app.
I be doing it.
Guys,
I be in the mirror.
real quick, facial yoga is
it's
a
real.
thing.
Okay, where's the spoon? Where's the
spoon? No, but I have the roly thing.
Yes.
You have it? I
The
forgot what it's
spoon,
called.
I forgot to, but I be in there. I be like.
But do you feel like it's worked for you? Because I was good for like a couple weeks and then I stopped.
I think no. See, that's the problem. You gotta be consistent every day with the.
There's a woman on YouTube. We putting you on. There's a woman on YouTube. She's like Middle Eastern or something, and she says she started doing it in her 20s. She's 40.
She looks so good, right?
And you could tell it's not surgery or Botox or anything. Natural, but it's plump. It's youthful. She has a gorgeous face, and she attributes it to that.
If you in your 20s, start the anti-aging
now.
serums.
Take the collagen peptides now.
Yes.
Take the biotin now.
Yes. Spend all that money, honey, because it's gonna make a difference. It's gonna make a difference.
So another tip, when I went to Atlanta, I got a facial done. So she was telling me the glycolic acid, the wipes. Use those at night. The retinol, start getting the retinol. At least like a 0.1%. Do it a few times a week, not every day, because it gives you the flaky skin. What you said, the vitamin C.
Serum
in the day, because that protects you against the pollution in the air.
Yes.
What else?
Hello.
Hyaluronic acid. Sunblock,
bitch. Let me, I'm gonna need y'all to stop thinking sunblock is only for
tanning
the summer,
at the beach.
Okay? But it's not even for the summer. You should be applying
every day.
Apply
the sunscreen.
Please, okay?
Please.
Because that's your wrinkles right there.
Y'all don't understand that the sun is the sun no matter what. Even if it's winter and it's cold outside, the sun's UV rays are still just as strong as it is in the summer.
Talk about it.
Put the fucking sunblock on.
We about to do a little beauty
and don't neglect the neck.
Yes,
the neck and the chest.
The same way y'all put
and
makeup on, okay? Please apply.
And the hands, always. And just carry it with you because you need to keep reapplying throughout the day.
You.
We needed a moment for that.
We're going to have to do a beauty segment.
We need a beauty segment.
In today's beauty segment with Natalie and Tony.
A beauty tip.
Are you wearing... Have you exfoliated? Alert.
Yo, y'all be looking washed, okay? I'm chubby, but one thing about this face,
it's clean.
It's clear.
It's a clean face.
Clean.
Thank you.
We doing what we gotta do on this side. Like, fuck out of here. Anyway,
that's the whole idea right there. We're gonna do a beauty segment.
It's fine because it's gonna be gone in a month with the cool. All right, so that's what I want to talk about. The cool sculpting. If anyone's interested, we can talk about it real quick. What have you heard about it?
So, what is the fuck? I'm so embarrassed right now.
Why?
That I cannot think of her name, but her dad is famous.
Girl.
Run DMC's daughter.
Run DMC.
Angela Simmons, Natalie's twin.
Yeah.
Natalie. People. We're not gonna talk about it. Go ahead.
So, her sister. I don't think it was Angela. What is this? Vanessa.
Yeah.
She got the cool sculpting done.
She did.
And she advertised it, and her results, bitch.
Wait, where did she get it done though?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go on her page and see.
Yes, if you see, because she, after her sister was like it came out a lot after like her sister did that nice picture that showed her natural hips, because her sister's like gorgeous with hips. So there was like this modeling pic that she took, not really a modeling pic, but she was just in a bathing suit, and you see her cellulite, you see her. So anyway, long story short, her sister started to put her body out there and how she has a significant amount of fat. Here.
She had a baby.
And she's tried working out and it just doesn't work for her. So she's like, I'm gonna do cool sculpting. Her results.
Amazing.
So good.
So yeah, I'm doing it because again, my arms and even my face, I've always had a chubby face. Even when I'm my skinniest, my face is just genetic. My arms always have a lot of fat in my arms. I could lose weight everywhere and my arms still stay big. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just fucking do this shit. Like, whatever. It's non-invasive. Nobody's cutting me open. I'm not under anesthesia. What they basically do is they take, like, so for my chin, for example, a small little, like, vacuum. And it, like, stays there. And it's, like, sucking the fat out, but not really. It's more so freezing it. So it's, like, separating it and then freezing it. So you're there for, like, 2 hours. And then afterward, they massage it. But after, like, 3 to 4 weeks, you lose, like, 20% of the fat. And then if you go back again, you lose like another 20-25%. So you can lose up to 50. Girl, I don't even want to talk about the price. I am on a payment
Off
plan.
Off camera.
We will discuss. DM me. We can talk about it more.
I need receipts.
But I want to do my stomach, but I just wanted to like do something smaller first.
Right.
Just to see.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna be recording my process. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I might insert it in one of the episodes here if you guys are interested. Because I've always like, I'll go on YouTube and I try to see like results before and after, but not a lot of people have like posted too much about it.
Yeah.
So at least my video could be like something that people look at to help them. And yeah, I'm excited. So that's this Sunday, bitch. 5 hours, 11 to 5.
Damn.
No, 6 hours. Yeah.
Damn.
It's gonna be a process, but I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Waiting for your videos.
Oh God. All right, let's transition. That was a lot. 20 minutes just on just talking. All right, so I wanted to talk really quickly about the story that I heard. I don't know the exact details, so Google it. But it was about the 2 girls that they went to the hospital for anxiety or something because they played with the Ouija board.
Oh.
And I don't know why. Do you remember?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so they gotta know the story.
Of course.
Okay, you really remember everything though? Like, no.
Maybe I forgot
about
something.
me. It was about me.
Okay.
When we played it.
Just go.
All right, so we were.
I remember when we played.
We were like maybe 12 years old. Yeah, we were like 12.
Yeah.
We went to a friend's
We were
house.
still in elementary school.
We went to
So
a friend's
at the
house for her
most
birthday.
13, maybe.
No, we weren't 13. This is how I know.
Ah.
So it was her birthday. We went. We don't gotta say her name.
Right.
Irrelevant.
All right.
Irrelevant.
Jesus.
We bring out the Ouija board. And I remember at the time this whole episode is so related because at the time I was very skinny. Like I had no body, no boobs, nothing. And so it was always like this myth or something that people would say that once you get your period, that's when your body starts to come. You get bigger boobs. Yeah, you become a woman. So I remember beasting from my period, like beasting. And I wanted it like so badly.
Yeah.
So I remember we whip out the Ouija board and I asked it, when am I going to get my period? And the fucking needle moves and it spells out never. And I fucking lost my shit. I started crying. It was mad dramatic. It was so dramatic. I'm like, oh my God, I'm never getting my period, blah, blah, blah. Now look at me. Practically obese.
You're so stupid.
Mad hips for no reason. Like, and so I don't know why I thought about that, but in general, I wanted to take it off of that. And I wanted to talk about, like, how did you feel when we started playing with the Ouija board? Because for me, before we even asked it a question and I saw that they had it, I was like, oh, this goes against, like, we're going to go to hell. Like, something bad is going to happen to us because of the way we were raised. Like, we were always raised like, that's bad. Even going to, like, santeros and stuff or having a tarot reading, that's, like, considered bad,
Yeah,
too.
we would stay away because we were, like, taught, like, Catholicism from young, so
yeah. So it's like, how did you feel when we were playing it? Were you thinking about it that deeply?
I was fine, because I'm like, I'm not the only one sitting here. Like,
Right, so
I
we
ain't by
all gonna
myself.
go.
We all was in Catholic school together, so I was like, if I go down, all these bitches going down with me. So I was fine.
Yeah.
But
Would you let your kids play it now? It's just weird. Like for me, I still think it's like a weird energy. You know what I mean?
it is weird, but I mean, I'll see when I get there, girl.
Did you play things like that, Anthony?
Is that like super girly?
Is that girly?
Nah, I mean, I remember when like the commercial first came out for Ouija boards, and like I was like, oh, cool, let's see what it is.
Well, I
And
never
was
saw
like,
a commercial for
yeah,
Ouija
they had like
boards.
commercial about it, like kind of moving.
Was it dark?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was just like, I don't be believing in that nonsense. So I was just like, I think I tried it like maybe once as a kid and it did nothing.
I don't know. With my kid, if I have kids, I don't want none of that shit in the house. But I don't feel the same way about like the santeros and stuff, because I feel like the more I've learned about it, or even like the tarot readings, like we've had Angie here do the tarot cards. She's doing it in alignment with God and spirituality. So I don't really think it's as bad as like they make it seem. I don't know. Whatever. That's just me.
You already know. I'm just gonna say all that shit is bullshit anyway. So
Oh God.
I don't believe none of that.
Whatever.
nonsense.
So
I
yeah.
saw a post recently though that some girl that she threw away all her tarot cards, and she said that she found it to be like a barrier between her and God. That she came to realize that she feels like it was distracting her between her relationship with God. Like she felt like she was just relying, like idolizing, living off of what those meant.
I'm going to tell a story, and I hope that my mom is okay with me saying it. Because when we were younger, and I know people now that do it too. When we were younger, my sister and I, mostly with my sister, my mother had like the saints, like the altar for the saints or whatever. And she used to pray to the saints. And like, you know how you offer things to the saints that they like. And like one time there was a saint, I think it was San Miguel, I'm not sure. But basically his offering, or whatever the saint was, the offering was like alcohol and like cigarettes or a cigar or something like that. So like, whatever. One time, my sister was little, and my mom, all of a sudden, she like gets possessed by the saint, grabs the alcohol, drinks the whole thing. Like, drinks the whole bottle of alcohol and starts smoking a cigarette, and her voice was a man's voice. And so she's talking to my sister. And my sister's a little girl, and she's like, Mommy, like, what? But, like, my mom's out. Like, she's not there. This saint is there.
Oh, no.
So, you know, eventually my mother wakes up out of it, doesn't remember anything, wasn't drunk from the alcohol that she had just chugged. And after that, my mother was like, yo, fuck this. Like, I'm not doing this shit no more. Got rid of all the saints and just started, like, you know, focusing on God again and praying more and going to church more. But I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but you just reminded me of that. When you, like, break apart from those things, like, there's repercussions for that, too. Like, you can't just make a clean break either. Like, my father started getting really bad night terrors every night. And, like, little things were happening that my mother was like, oh, shit, like, this is, like, a consequence to, like, from not following this anymore. And she just has to keep, like, praying and going to church to kind of, like, cleanse it and get rid of it. But that's why I try not to get too deep into shit like that, because I even went to a Santo party, and it was just like that. The guy was getting possessed by the saints. And they were visiting us and talking and saying a lot of things. And it was real shit. Like, the personal shit that they knew is like, this guy doesn't know me from a hole in the wall. How the fuck does he know that? Like, you come here, and then you just start talking and saying all my business in front of everybody. You know shit. Like, this is real. So it's like shit like that. I went. It was a cool experience. But, like, I can't really fuck with that shit ever again. So that's why I just would rather stay away from all that and not even, like...
I went through, like, this whole phase with crystals, and I still love crystals, and I love to have them. And I still think they're, like, a good form of energy. But I started listening to Christian music because Christian music is lit right now. Let me tell you.
No, it's good.
What? It's lit. But anyway, there's this one, I can't think of what the actual, like, line was in the lyrics, but he says, like, he's mentioning that you guys be trying to, you know, idolize crystals too and doing crystal work, but that's not God. Like, that's not God. Like, you doing all this, you know, Santo stuff too, and that's not God. Like, that's not God. So I don't know.
And I think that's another thing too. Like, they get into, like, the baños and shit. You ever heard of that?
Yeah,
like, you got to do a whole, I've done one too. But I feel like, even, like, to cleanse the negative energy, or, like, don't post this because you're going to have negative energy, or they were even telling me to take pictures with glasses on because people were looking into my eyes. They were giving me bad energy. For me, I feel like if you would just believe in God, and maybe this is ignorant, I don't know, but for me, if I just believe in God, I'm good. Like, I don't feel like I feel any negative vibes, or bad things don't happen to me because I don't wear sunglasses in my pictures, or because I post whatever I'm doing. Like, if you believe in God, you're good. That's how I see it. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right way to live, but, like, I'm chilling.
I'm like in a transitioning period right now.
With that?
Yeah. Like, I feel like of course I still, like, pray to him, but I feel like I'm still, like, building my relationship with him right now again. Because I've had phases that I'm like, ghost.
Really?
Ghost. Like, I won't pray, I won't whatever. But then now it's like when I journal, I be dedicating it like that, like, dear God, like, or whatever, praying in that way.
Yeah. Isn't that funny though? Because you were in the church heavy, and so I don't know. I would just think that you would be, like, on it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
But it's just, once I stopped going, it just was lost, you know. And you gotta and I miss the relationship. I do. So I know I just have to like find it again.
Yeah. I feel like I be having to remind myself of that too. I read a book called God's Space though. And in the book, the lady was saying how, like, you don't have to go to church to pray. And you don't even have to dedicate an hour of your day to pray. Like, you could be brushing your teeth and talking to God or thinking about God. You could be eating and, like, have him cross your mind. Like, fit him into what you what you are already doing.
Yeah.
And then you don't got to make it. It doesn't have to be like this big
event.
Yeah. Every time you pray, where you got to get on your knees and like, no, just fucking, I've never prayed on my bedside. Like, you know how they have the picture? It's like, I just be chilling, talking to God regular.
Yeah,
So,
one of the biggest scams in the world is church.
Okay.
No, because
Church, yeah.
I was gonna say not God.
Church.
No,
you don't need
yeah.
You don't need to go to church to be a believer in whatever you believe in. That's one of the biggest scams.
I think it just depends like how you practice or how you don't practice. Like if you're fulfilled with just speaking to him when you're lying in bed before you go to sleep, so be it. Yeah. But if you feel fulfilled singing hymns and you feel fulfilled in that way, then do it. But like it just depends. Like, you know, like
everybody's style is different. I think people are always like intimidated. We had a real conversation. I think people be like intimidated about like how they have to come, like you have to come correct to talk to God. But I don't see it that way. Not that you like praying in a disrespectful way, but like if you know that God knows you, and he knows your heart and you don't have any ill intent, why can't you just make it a casual thing?
Yeah.
Like, why does it have to be this big?
Ain't no secrets.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no secrets.
It could be like you're talking to your friend or a family member. It doesn't have to. People just feel like they have to be perfect to present themselves in front of him.
Yeah, no.
No. Because we're not perfect and he knows that. So it's like.
The type of time I'm on is that like when I speak to myself, I'm speaking to God.
Right.
Because in my thing, I just feel like he lives like within all of us in some way, shape, or form, whether it's very prominent or not. That's there.
How I see it too.
And it's just like awakening that part of yourself. So anytime that I'm like, you know, really deep in thought, I'm like, yo, what's going on? My mind's like, what's good?
Yeah, like what do you need me to do?
Like, just let me know. Give me something, bro, because I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it.
Yeah, and I was talking about this. With my boyfriend. And I was just like, yo, like, don't you feel like for me, I feel like God lives in me. So I can't do anything or I can't ask for, like, I have to talk to God. I can't just like attribute everything that I get to me and my hard work. But it's like, but you are the one doing it. So it is just you. And it's like, but I can't see it that way. Like I see it like, yeah, I put in the hard work and God is blessing me with the hard work that I've done.
Yeah.
Do you see it that way too? Or do you feel like, no, it's just my hard work that gets it done and that's it?
I've always felt like my actions, like he has some sort of plan. And it can change.
Yeah.
And it can change. That's how I feel. I feel like there's lessons that he knows that I need to learn. There's steps that I need to take to learn those lessons. And it adapts and changes every day in what I do. So what I feel like is like if I'm not on the right type of time right now, something happens to me, positive or negative, for me to realize. So that's how I feel. Like it's kind of like
he's guiding
push and shove type of thing. Like I don't know. Yeah.
People need a quote unquote God to believe in something because they don't believe in themselves to get. So they can do all the work and they can achieve all these things, but they don't have enough belief that they're doing this. So it has to be something else that really made it happen for them. So the lack of belief in themselves is why they're so driven to a supernatural being to believe in. And that must be the reason why I'm successful. And it's not me.
I get you.
No, I get you, but I believe it's twofold. Like, I guess the way I was raised was like, si Dios quiere, right? Like, you've heard that. My mother say that all the time. It's like nothing is going to come for you until he wants it to come for you. And that doesn't mean you don't believe in yourself, but like, I can't just, like in the moments that I want to quit and give up, I have to pray.
But something happens.
To make me not. Right, exactly. So it's like,
where does that come from?
Thank you. Like something is happening bigger than me.
That's how I take it. Yeah, that's how I take it.
It's bigger than me. It's bigger than you.
And I mean, you could call it being self-conscious and like not confident in yourself. But I also feel like when something good does happen or when something bad happens, it's him. Like, I don't know. Like, it's hard to explain. It's not
because I get it.
I know.
I get what you're saying.
I'm talking to Ant. Like,
no,
so
yeah, like, sometimes it's not always. I mean, and this is just our belief, right?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't operate that way.
Right,
so
right.
it's hard to kind of like We're not trying to convince you, but it's hard to try to like get you to understand where we're coming from, because it's not always you don't have faith. Sometimes you just need strength. Yeah. Sometimes you really can't take it anymore. You're stressed out with other things. Or, maybe at that moment you do have a hard time believing that you can accomplish it. So you need the prayer. You need the strength. You need someone to look to.
I just have seen, and I haven't seen anything extraordinary. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I have not seen an angel before. I have not seen, but straight up, I'll be broke. Then I pull up to the store, 6:45 before work. And I don't realize that I'm broke yet. I'm like, I wake up at 6 in the morning and I'm like, oh shit, I don't got it. And it's happened that I ordered my sandwich already. And I go to the guy and he's like, no, it's all right. Who is that?
Come on.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
Like, who did that? Who did that? Like,
that's God.
How? Multiple times?
Yeah, that's God. I don't care.
Like, multiple times, like, yo, don't worry, I got you. Like how? Like, that's a miracle. That's a miracle to me. Feel me? Like that. Somebody who don't know me from a hole in the wall. So, like, how? Like, even just day-to-day basis, just your health. Just, like, so much negative shit happens in the world that, like, in my day-to-day, like, interaction with the universe, just that those things have not happened to me is just, like, I just feel like that's a miracle. Mm-hmm. You know, just even like giving birth to 2 like beautiful kids and so many complications happen. Mm-hmm. So many things can go wrong. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I was able to do that is that's a miracle to me. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, waking up in the morning, that's a miracle to me. Mm-hmm. I could God forbid, I could wake up tomorrow and not wake up. Like, right. I feel like that's a miracle. So I just see him in a lot of things. And that's why I can't bring myself, because I've gotten to that point that I'm like, I don't know.
I get to that point too.
Are you up there? I
get to that point too.
But then I get smacked in the face. There you go. You hungry?
Like, bitch, don't play with me.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking play with me. You know I'm here.
Play with it.
Don't play with it. But then you see, I think we got to be careful with that too, because it's like, it's easy to be like, when something good happens to you, oh, there's a God, right? Mm-hmm, because look at all the good. Mm-hmm. But to keep that same attitude when things don't go well for you. Right. That's the tricky part. Mm-hmm. That's when you start questioning. And I feel like that's our own selfishness, or that's our own like entitlement. Mm-hmm. Like, I deserve the good things. Right. So why am I not getting the good thing? Oh, so then you must not exist. Right. Because I got all the bad that's happening to me, or the bad that's happening to the people around me. So you're not real. Right. And it's in those moments that we gotta, for me as a believer, because not everybody believes, and that's fine. But I have to remind myself, like, girl, relax. Mm-hmm. There's still a plan here, and you just gotta roll with the punches, because not everything is gonna be right. Mm-hmm. Even in a regular relationship, not everything is gonna flow and be perfect. Mm-hmm. So what are you gonna do? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Tangent. Woo! I was like,
how did we get there?
I don't even know.
What was the question?
Ouija boards, bitch.
Wow.
From that to God.
I blame you.
No, but it's all good. We're almost done anyway. Mm-hmm. I wanted to talk about friendships.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And how when we get older, friendships, they change, they shift, we drift apart. Disappear completely. And all right. So I was going to tell a story. I don't know if I should tell this story now.
You could, but if you don't want to.
I'm going to say this. I feel like I'm going through a drifting relationship with someone that was my best friend. And for the first time, I don't care to fix it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm actually so at peace with it not remaining a friendship anymore, that I don't want to have one more conversation. I don't want to try to figure out where we went wrong, or what I could have done, or what she could have done. I am so fine with just leaving it alone and just keeping it real cordial and cute. Like, hey, what's up? Oh, you good? You chilling? I bet. Cool. No beef, no drama, no argument. Just
while we're on the subject, okay. How did you feel when we went months without speaking?
See, it's different with you. It's so different with you because so solid.
I feel you, but it's just, I just feel like it's happened so much that it's like, how could you not believe that can happen with someone else?
Because God doesn't want us to stop.
All right.
No, you know why? Because
like, what's the difference?
The difference with you is that, The difference with you is that you've never given me a reason to question our friendship.
Okay.
You've never given me a reason to think, yo, Tony don't really fuck with me. Tony's a hating ass bitch. Tony's malicious. Tony doesn't have my best. You know what I mean? Doesn't have my best interest at heart. I've never.
We've never really been at odds.
Never.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, just like how they say, like, when you're in a relationship and like your partner doesn't text you right away, how with one person that could give you anxiety because that person just makes you anxious. They never put you at peace. They never reassure you. Whereas another person, you could go hours because it's a healthy relationship. They give you reassurance. There's no anxiety. It's the same thing with, I feel like, with me and you. Like, even if we go months without speaking, I never feel like, yo, is Tony mad at me? Yo, is she hating on me? Like, she hasn't liked my pictures, or like, I don't think that way with you. So
I got it.
Yeah, like, I just feel like, but now I think I was really trying to hold on to a certain friendship. And now that I look back, I'm like, well, why? Like, I don't really benefit from having this person in my life anymore. I feel like it's more stressful to try to always like figure out what I'm doing wrong or what they're doing wrong. And, well, she said this, but why did she say that? Like, doesn't she realize that hurts my feelings? Like, why do I don't want to keep doing that. I feel like I shouldn't have to keep questioning the friendships that I keep around me. At this point, whoever's around is around, and that's it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.
When you get into a relationship with someone, with for you guys, partner. Man, yeah, and the relationship started off with like one person cheating on the other, so it started off like with a bad thing,
yeah.
Versus where it started off good, everything was good. So you guys' relationship started when you guys were young friends and developed and knew each other in a more peaceful relationship. Maybe the person that you were friends with, when you guys developed that friendship, it was at a toxic point in you guys' life. Maybe you two are just not in that same mental space where you were. And that's really what strengthened your relationship, your ability to connect over that. Since you're both more peaceful now, or just not where you were then, that's why you're just a little bit more distant.
Connection could be lost.
Connection is different there, you know, because y'all fed off of that, of each other.
Even that, yeah. And I feel like definitely, because now, you know, the focus is different for both of us. Like, you drift apart. You don't even have like the same common interests anymore. And then that's fine. So that's the thing too. Like, I don't even want to like, I'm good.
I'm just very like because so now I'm going to answer the question. I feel like, and she knows, I've had like several like different circles of friends and girlfriends, boyfriends, or whatever. And it's just over time, I don't know if it's age, people go through stuff. I don't know if it's me, if it's them, I don't know. But it's just, we're spending less and less time, you know, more and more calls are being missed. You know, it just happens. Like, so, but I'm just very skeptical to saying like the friendship is over. I just also kind of think people going through stuff and the love is there. Yeah. It's just right now, you know, we're just getting older and people focusing on different things. Like, you know, we're getting older, and with those groups of friends, it was like, oh, let's go get lit.
Right.
Or let's go take a trip. Let's take a girls trip or whatever. And now it's like, you know, we're getting older. Like, people don't want to do that. So, you know, I'm just on the type of time that it's like, you know, if you pick up, you pick up. If I don't pick up, I don't pick up. But if I see you in the street, like, it's all love. Of like, course, hey, how you been? Like, I miss you or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just very about, oh, it's over. Like, using that.
I'm so ready for it. Because
I
don't got, like, for me, I'm just like a all or nothing person. And so I just feel like if you just kind of taking up space with my friendships, I want to water them. I want to be there. I want to spend time. I want to talk to you. Real time.
Presence.
But then I think about my friendship with you, and we did go months without. We would do that. Now we talk the most because we have this. Yeah. You know what I mean? But again, I just feel like that's always. From when we were little, we were kind of like that. Yeah. Even in high school, we were like that. So it's like, to me, I'm just used to that being our dynamic. But if we were the type of friends who spoke every single day and then we stopped, I would feel away.
Okay, yeah. Our dynamic is different.
Yeah.
It's not to be, it's hard to compare because the dynamic is different. Yeah.
And also, like I said, like, there are friendships now that I am realizing that now that, you know, I'm accomplishing things. or things are going better for me, or even when I wasn't even doing the pod, other little accomplishments, I never felt the true support. I never felt like the real, like the way I show up for you when good things happen for you, or whenever you need me, call me, I'm there. Well, now when it's me, I don't get that same energy. So it's like, but I'm always there for you. You've never really been there for me. I could count on one hand how many times you've actually been there for me. So what am I really, that's kind of more so what I'm talking about too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah.
I guess it just depends on the dynamic of the relationship, you know.
But I'm getting too old. I don't want to even try to fight for it anymore. I'm good. I wanted to talk about what you had mentioned this. Oh, this was the argument that Anthony got into. Anthony and I. I feel like we spoke about it though.
Oh, on Instagram when we was all chatting?
When I hear a woman say,
oh no, this one.
Make a man wait 90 days before you have sex. If I said, okay, then you need to wait 90 days before he takes you out on a date. You need to wait 90 days before he spends a single dollar on you. You need to go ahead and talk to him every day or however often for 90 days before he decides to invest in you as you are going to be invested in him. For a man to vet you, it is the standard to spend money. Okay, for me to get your time, I have to spend money somewhere. In most cases, I gotta take you on a Capitol Grill. That's gonna cost money. I gotta take you at a place that you deem is valuable for you to sit at, right? Which is gonna cost me money. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? The realistic thing is, if we just sat here and talked to each other for 90 days, and I'm like, okay, cool. If I FaceTime you, I can't FaceTime you more than, once or twice a week unless I had actually started to invest money in you for 90 days. I'm wrong. So I'm not saying that your box is in exchange for money. What I'm saying is that for me to actually get your time, I have to spend money. But yeah, I can spend your money and get your time, but never get nothing out of it. Is not fair to a man.
I really like the guys' reactions in this video. That shit was
their
hilarious.
faces?
Hilarious.
They're like, yo.
Honestly, I don't really like a lot of things he be saying in general, but he ate with that one. I liked it. I never thought about it that way. But
we argued.
No, not about this one. The other one.
It was different.
We good.
I was gonna say, damn, I don't remember arguing.
No. I agree. I had never heard a man like talk about it that way. But the only reason why I never heard a man speak about it that way is because, like I said, like a lot of men take pride in showing up for you financially because they feel like that's their role and that's how they have to show up.
Yeah.
So they would just, most men, they would just take you out and that's it.
It's not, no, because most men never had the looks to get a woman when they were younger, and when they got older, that's all they have. That's
money.
their game.
Is that always the case?
Yeah.
Not always.
Yeah.
It's a man's perspective.
You can tell. You can tell the dudes that got women when they were younger and before they got money and shit like that.
I could agree with that.
And then the ones that got older. And
but even if it's not a fancy date,
the ugly guys, no offense, the ugly guys be trying a little harder to flash.
And even
in comparison to the really cute guys who know they cute because they could just pull up like, hey, what's good? Like, you know?
Like, and even some who are attractive now as they got older, you can tell the ones that maybe weren't. They were late bloomers in it, and they still act like that way.
The only thing I didn't like about the post was that I feel like he's speaking on like a particular type of woman, because for me, like anytime I've ever went on a first date with someone, I always came with my bread. And I always make it a point. Like, I don't want him to think he needs to pay for this. I take out the money. Like, and I start counting it in front of him to show that now whether or not he says like, oh no, it's okay or not, that's on him. And it's gone either way. It's been like, oh yeah, sure, you could pay what you want, or if you don't want to, it's fine. Or no, don't worry, I got it. So I just feel like that's not taking like, I feel like my section of women into account. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I feel you. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Because not all women expect to have that
and
done.
Also,
like, I don't expect for that to be done. Like,
yeah, and I don't think that it always has to be an expensive date either. Like, okay, Anthony, you are gonna take a girl that you like and you start dating. You are gonna take her on a date though. You're not gonna say, you know what? No, let's wait 90 days before I take you out.
No, but see what he is saying, that the woman that is saying, wait, I'm waiting 90 days before I sleep with you. This is the expectation. Like, you're setting this
while
precedent.
you do all these things for me.
While I'm doing all this, going above and beyond. Not saying that just because I take you on a date means you should have sex with me.
Right.
Because that's not what the thing is. But it's like, okay, you're making me wait to get to know me.
So
but it's like I'm
commitment?
investing some money and some time into this,
He's
but
showing
I'm
his
not
commitment.
getting anything in return. Sure, let's spend this time together, but let's not invest all like my money into this as well.
Right.
I can wait before now I'm splurging on you because that's what I have to offer you. You have to offer me your body. I have to offer you my money. So that's what we're offering each other. That's what he's kind of saying. So that's the trade.
Honestly, if a guy was to tell me that, that's kind of hot. No, like I fucked with that because I'm like, I've never ever heard a guy say that before. So that's like a real like fresh take on dating, because it is true. Like guys will pull out all the stops, but like women don't even really be. Listen, when I was on Hinge and I was dating, I was not interested in any. I just wanted the meal. I did not give a fuck. I think that would have been a good way to even like weed me out. Like, I'm just saying, like, it is a smart thing for men to do because there are a lot of women, too. It's not just men who be wasting women's time. We be wasting their time, too. And I've said yes to a lot of dates that I had no interest in being on, just for the vibe, just for the experience, just so, oh, that's a dope restaurant. I wasn't shit, and it is what it is. I think that is a great way to weed out the women who genuinely want to build a connection with someone versus the women who just want the vibe.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. But then in those 90 days, what do you expect the women to do then, I guess is my question.
Well, that's the stuff that he mentioned. Like, I feel like if he's going to be committing, I guess, financially or whatever, we need to show our commitment. Like, are you there for him? Are you speaking to him? That's what he was mentioning. Like, how are we showing our commitment? Okay, you don't have to show it sexually, so show it in a different way. And that's the challenge. Like, you're going to take him out?
That is a challenge as women because we're so used to just sitting down and being cute and letting the man take initiative and kind of dictate how we're gonna behave in this
That's
dynamic.
why they say pussy is power all the time.
Or you're making this man earn your body. Shit, earn my money.
Yeah.
Right, but then how? That I'm genuinely asking because I don't feel like a lot of women know.
Right.
Because we're not used to that being said to us.
But I think that gotta be answered by the guy,
but
right?
it's also like kind of like the conversations. Why can't we go? We could do other things, but let's have conversations and stuff. If we're waiting, like that's what we're doing.
Let's get to know each other.
Conversations. Are you gonna complain if we just go on more like an inexpensive date now, and I don't take you to some 5-star restaurant?
Right.
You know what I mean?
A sandwich and a walk in the park type
Something
shit.
like that.
Yeah,
is that gonna not be up to your standards? So you're not
Yeah.
giving me the pussy because this nigga ain't trick. Essentially, you know what I mean?
Which is a lot of what dating is now.
Exactly. So I'm paying for pussy, so you might as well just give it to me. Essentially,
right? Yeah. All right, Tony, you're gonna do the last topic for us.
Okay.
Because we're getting into our something to think about segment.
Okay.
And we were talking about the blame game and how you are now regaining like control over the decisions in your life.
Right.
So I guess you could just kick it off.
Say my spiel.
Yeah, say your spiel.
Okay. So blame game regaining control. Okay. So I feel like in my life, especially within my relationships, I'm always like, oh, it didn't work out because of them or because of something that someone said. But I am learning as I get older, and relationships are, like we mentioned, like, you know, filtering themselves out. Okay, but you are part of all these relationships, so how can you? So I do feel like, you know, as we've spoken previously about forming those boundaries rather, in relationships in your life, that like I need to take responsibility for forming those boundaries with people in my life. Because when I don't form boundaries, I don't set expectations. And when they don't commit to you know, imaginary expectations, I can't hold them accountable.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah,
I just need to be better at that. Like just making better decisions about what I want in my life and just doing what the fuck I want to do and not worrying about repercussions all the time. Because I feel like I'm always, oh, but he's going to say this and she's going to say that. And, you know, that there's going to be friction. I'm always like, no, I don't want friction type thing. But no.
Welcome the friction.
Yeah. If there's
she
friction.
wants all the smoke. All the smoke. No, yeah. I think that goes back to what we were talking about with Wyan, like setting the intention. Like, what is your intention? What do you want out of every situation in your life? Like, for the one that I said, I just want peace right now.
Right.
So any situation that is not in alignment with me just having peace, then I don't want to deal with it. Fuck you, kiss my ass. And I think once you make that clear in your life, like, it's easier to like just say no to things. It's easier to have the boundaries, and people know exactly where they stand with you, and that's it. And everything else is on them because you're following your intentions.
Exactly. And then just to dig a little deeper, like we were talking about on the phone, that I feel like as a mother, I've lost like a little bit of myself, which is natural. It happens. But it's my responsibility to find and recreate myself and find out who is Mama Tony now or whatever. And I'm still like on that journey, but it's my duty to show prioritization, like in my home, like to my partner, like, no, I need to do this.
Yeah.
And I need to commit to this. And like, I have an active partner in my life. So like, what the fuck you think is gonna happen? Like,
right.
He's not gonna just leave the kid. Like, no,
right.
He's gonna take care of the kids. He's gonna do what the fuck he has to do. He's gonna help me figure it out, and I'm gonna go do what the fuck I need to do. Like, that's it. Like,
and that is the episode because, like, that was fucking great. How you feeling?
we're feeling good.
Okay, I'm feeling a little lit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yo, what? Like. It hit me at the end there.
It's actually good, and it has like a fruitiness to it. That's really hitting me, and I just keep wanting to drink because it tastes mad good. But anyway, thank you for joining us on another episode. Like always, like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, we need to start talking about the fact that we're gonna have a pop-up shop in July.
Yes,
we're gonna have a pop-up shop event. Different vendors, entertainment, DJs, tattoos, all the things.
So if you guys have a small business that you would like to bring product for, entertain, bring, sell, whatever, just let us know.
Yes, DM Tony. You could DM Anthony or me. DM the pod page.
Yes.
Flyers will be out soon. All the information will be out soon. So yeah, that's it. All right, bye guys.